Hello, I'm Gareth with Mountain Coffee Outdoors, and today I want to do a little review of the 1.8 liter Mors pot. The Mors pot it's just a simple little aluminum bush pot. It's named after Mors Kochanski, who I believe was given something very similar to this by Tom Roycroft once upon a time. I think it was a pot that was part of the Canadian military survival kit or something like that. Anyway, he really loved the pot, and I guess the company that makes those old pots doesn't exist anymore. So he contacted a company to manufacture these. These pots are sold by the Four Dog Stove Company out of Minnesota. Overall, it's just a really simple pot. It has these butterfly handles that fold out. They fold flat, so packing it is easy. Has a bail on the top that does lock into a few different positions. The lid has a little fold down tab, which is actually has a bend in it, so depending on how it's laying, it's easier to get a stick underneath there and to pull up the lid. The pot itself doesn't have a spout attached to it. It does have a little bend right there that allows you to pour out of it without really adding a whole lot to the pot. It doesn't have a spout sticking out to get dented up or to just take up extra room. The lid, I was under the impression that the lids were supposed to be fairly tight fitting. Mine really isn't. I don't know if that's the way they all are or if mine is just a little looser for some reason. Not a big deal at all. I guess the idea is that if the lid is fairly tight fitting, if the pot were to fall over, the lid would stay on and you wouldn't lose as much water out of it. Mine, the lid would just come right off. But to me, that's not really a problem at all. I've been really happy with this pot. I've used it a lot over the course of the year. I used to carry some different like mess kit pots, and it just pretty much got to the point where I just started bringing this one because I liked it so much. There's lots of room inside there that you can put stuff, food, tea. I have a coffee funnel that I usually put in here with some coffee filters. It's really a great pot. It's kind of odd to like something as simple as this, but it really serves the purposes very well. And I've used it over an open fire many times. I've used it over a camp stove. Works great over anything. The pot itself is anodized aluminum inside and out. Not having shiny aluminum helps it be a little bit more efficient in absorbing heat. Anyway, yeah, it is aluminum. I have not run into any issues with durability standpoint. I think steel pots might be able to handle a little bit more abuse than an aluminum pot, although this one really hasn't caused me any problems. So if you're looking for an aluminum bush pot, I'd definitely look into getting a Mors pot.